yet that this man, not a TV show, not any, like not any of his new content outside of like Meet the Browns, House of Pain, that ended up depicting the black man of the household like as if he wasn't shit.
I don't think I
Yeah,
really.
you got me. You got me on that one. I can't really think of
I
none
just,
in my.
I was traumatized when I literally seen dude. I went to the movies with my peoples. It's like, oh, we gotta go see Tyler Perry. I'm like, okay. When I was little, bro, I think I was like 5 or 7. When dude was about to throw his wife off the hotel balcony, bro, I was like, this man really finna drop this woman. What nigga? It's like, what the fuck? And she stayed with this nigga. She stayed with this
Because
nigga.
this is what's happening a lot often. This is real
Yeah.
life shit.
Yeah, now, but
And
like,
it's not now. It's always been. This is very common.
this is all, yes. I mean, it's always been. I won't say it's it, but like this, I feel like this kills off like the narrative for like us as black people. We always looking at something that's negative about us.
I agree for sure.
So when we
They
get
glamorize it more.
and they make it and they trying to make that a reality.
Most
So
definitely.
like that's not really the truth because like I tell people like we are the same as like when it comes to this dating shit. Like there's ain't shit niggas, there ain't shit bitches. Just like it's genuine
Might as
women
well
and there's
go
genuine
ahead,
men.
Gabby. Might as well go ahead. That's all the excitement already.
Go. No, I get you. Like niggas ain't shit,
It's
bitches
right up
ain't
her
shit.
alley, dude. She's a psychiatrist. This is right up her alley.
Psychologist. I don't like
Oh, I'm
describing
sorry,
man.
psychiatrist. I'm sorry.
You good. But I mean, with the whole bitches ain't shit, niggas ain't shit, it comes down to like at the end of the day, like I always say, it's our awareness because man is not black man. I only speak about black man because that's all I know. I don't know what it's like to be with a white man or what it's like to be a white man. Black men need to learn how to step up to the plate and learn how to lead and actually fix all of their trauma within because as a whole, I'm not going to just say one person in general, but as a whole, black man is fucked up, and as well as black women, we're fucked up as a group too. I'm gonna add myself too because I'm a black woman. As a group, we're fucked up. We're not addressing our trauma. We're not fucking fixing ourselves to walk in the way we need to. We're not leading families in the way they need to go. We're not even thinking for ourselves properly. So how the fuck am I gonna get in a relationship and treat you like the king that you are? Well, I'm not even treating myself like a queen, and you ain't treating yourself like a king either.
I agree with that wholeheartedly, but at the same time, when you hold yourself, when people hold themselves to a certain standard, and when people don't want to deal with people to with that certain standard, these people just get cut off. They don't. Nothing is said. Nothing is reiterated. We just cut these people off.
But then we cut these people off, and we feel like oftentimes it's that person. When
No,
the
that's not.
whole time it's you too. You
It's
lacking in some
yeah.
shit too, and you don't want to address it. And honestly, motherfuckers is not aware in the way they need to. Because it's like, damn, honestly, I don't even know. And I think I'm moving in the way I'm supposed to, but the whole time you not. And then you're not even being introduced to different caliber and shit. So you gonna keep fucking moving in the way you moving, thinking it's everybody else.
Yeah, it's not everybody else. It's not always. It's not always that person. But like we have to. Like I had to accept that. Like my whole thing is like I love hard, and that's why I stay away from this love shit. Cause I do it. Nah,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah, we
that.
about to get into it. Man. You just
No.
open up the door.
Hey,
You don't realize. You just
fuck you.
open up a door. You don't
Uh,
realize.
fuck you.
No.
I
Hey,
don't do that.
hey, Gabby, this is the perfect time. I mean, he putting it out there.
Fuck you. But like my thing is I don't play about my love no more. Cause like that shit I didn't seen like I was raised with a house of women. So naturally like I was mad like I was raised off I'm raised in a house full of women. All of them single mothers. I
Ooh.
see how they operate and I see how I've seen how they love, I see how they hurt. I see how they love. I see how they hurt. I see how they have pain. I see how they nurture. I see how they mourn. But the biggest thing is I've seen how they manipulate.
Yes, sir.
I only seen the pain, the manipulation, and the hurt. I ain't seen the love or the nurture from anybody else. That's all I
And that's
see.
real.
That's
That's really
literally all I
real.
see. And that's why, like, I literally for years, and I thought I was crazy behind this shit. So, like, I was like, was again being in a fucking environment of niggas that's just saying, oh, just fuck on this, fuck on this, fuck on this. Prior to my, but prior to, but like even going to being in the environment that I was in, and then these niggas getting into love with certain these women, they damaging their fucking mindset in the process. Your body is a temple. I ain't gonna say I'm perfect, but I did my dirt, but realizing that shit didn't really fuck with, satisfy me.
Most
And
stuff.
that's why I stay away from certain motherfuckers.
Mm.
Most stuff. So like you said, like you've been around women that was single mothers. First of all, it's a mentality that go behind that too, beyond manipulation, because single mothers, they don't have a man in their life. And one, it's not the proper man that's guiding, like I said, that's actually legit there. So they are just exuding hurt. They don't know what love look like. They don't know what it's like to be loved. And due to your lacking the male counterpart, you really confused because it adds a balance. The man adds a balance to a woman, and a woman adds the balance to a male. It's the balance.
Absolutely.
So without that, we're lacking in general. And then on top of that, you said manipulation. That shit is real. Women, one thing in general, we manipulate. I feel like how y'all just go about, liking women biologically, we manipulate naturally. You gotta, as women, we gotta bring that shit down and fucking look at ourselves in the mirror and be like, what the fuck is you doing? Because that shit
But,
ain't cool all the time. Because it ain't. But at the end of the day, like you said, you love hard. You gotta realize why you love hard and honestly still fix yourself, because I understand there are still things in you that you need to address in yourself so that you could show up in a relationship and be and acquire what you're
absolutely,
looking for.
absolutely. But
So go ahead.
that's my whole thing. That goes off of like how I was raised. I'm like that. I'm from Chicago. I'm born and raised, but I was raised off of people from down south. Like
Like most of
they
us.
they from Bama. Like, and I was real like, and like I was real like, wouldn't say so. I would say sheltered when I was like out here in high school, because like I don't really fuck with nobody. Like I ain't fuck with this dude people dirty type shit. I'm kind of hard. Still to this day I'm kind of hard, but not I don't play about that shit. That's why I leave these motherfuckers the fuck alone. And people think that like,
As you should.
as I'm kind hearted, they can do shit. Like I done fucking seized up over stuff, but that's why I like being by myself, because I get to have my peace by myself.
Most
So
stuff.
that's why like I grind harder to stuff, whether it's me getting the career choice behind my field or something. That's why I don't give that much of a fuck about how people going about the way they going about things. But I don't put it past these people. Live your life.
Most stuff.
Shit. Live your life. Shit. If your mentality can handle being in a relationship, being while being cheated on and while being single, and by being
That's a
somebody
problem. All
they
of
want
that is
to,
problematic, especially if you just settling. All of that is problematic.
if you can
Again,
do that,
maybe y'all can explain to me, black man, why don't
Oh.
y'all why
Oh.
don't why don't y'all be
Oh.
encouraging each other more to do better and to show up better for
can't say
yourself?
that about me. Can't say that about me. I
No,
just
like in general, because you're black man. Like I
know
said,
in general.
Well,
how
well, I
come
say,
y'all don't
well, I,
be?
well, I say
Go ahead.
this is, I say this, Gabby. Uh, uh, I can't. Well, it's a certain thing with guys. You can't. I put it like this: you can't tell or suggest a grown man to do something you know that they not going to want to do. And
Most
then
definitely.
my only thing, and there's like my only thing is like you can give out the best advice. You can let your bro know like, hey, you can, you can change the narrative. You can do all this to make everything more better for yourself and your situation. But most guys, as far as I don't want to say too many black males, but as far as black males, we can't be hard headed, we can't be stubborn, and we're going to do what's going to work for us. But it's hard for another black man to tell another one, "Hey, you effing up, you shouldn't be doing this." So it's hard. So the times that the guys do really actually give everybody else accountability, it gets rubbed off as you don't know what you're talking about, or you not in my situation. So
Right.
that's why after a while, like how Dave was saying, you just stay in your own lane after a while. So
Uh,
the accountability is there. It's just guys don't want to follow their own thing. They want to do their own thing. So that's what keeps leading this same narrative about relationships and dating, where it keeps being trashed all the time.
Most definitely.
like everything you said, I've told this man before. Like it's like I was again outside of him, me and him like the only people that see like shit. Not the only people. It's a good amount of other people that see behind outside of this. Like we not thinking out. We not thinking with the punch drunk love glasses. Everyone else is. They thinking behind that love, that real like love shit. But like they shit is like different. They feel like they not nothing without this person. Whether
Right.
they cheat on them, lie to them, have kids with them, or straight up disrespect them, or they ain't shit without this person. You can do all this shit to this person. Still be same shit with the Will and Jada shit. You can do all this shit with this
They
person.
a little different to me. You can't
Fuck
bring them
that.
in this. They different.
Man,
No,
fuck
they
No,
that.
but,
different.
Fuck that.
We can
That's
argue that.
outside of the
We can
money.
argue
Outside
that.
of the money.
But
no,
they
but they
different.
still married though,
Outside of
Dave.
the money.
They still
Outside
technically
of the money.
married.
That's Chicago
No,
love
even
story.
just their whole relationship, we can argue
They
that.
still married.
Outside, no, I don't care. Outside of the money,
He
that's the
said, "Oh
Chicago
God."
love story. That's the outside of the money, the status. That is the generalization of the Chicago love story.
I mean, Chicago is rigged. It's gonna be kind of hard for you to find love in
Facts,
Chicago,
facts. This bullshit. So
like
if I
Miami.
don't,
I wouldn't say it's hard.
but
I honestly wouldn't say it's hard. I would I would say it's certain stepping stones you have to do first for yourself, and then you'll be able to attract what you actually looking for. Because
Of
it's
course.
already out there and around you. But I wouldn't say that Chicago's dating as far as women wise is bad. It's just
No, it is.
everyone
Like
has a
it's a major city, just like Miami. It's really slim. You're gonna find love in Miami or
like,
somewhere like that.
like this
oh
love,
I don't know. I feel like you can because
I agree.
if
I'm not saying it's not possible.
bro.
I mean
This
it's like if all of us are basically, well, primarily Southsiders. I mean,
Yeah.
we know how it is,
Hmm.
but with that, we all have the same similar mentality where we barely trust. We're raised off survival. We know how to hustle, but the thing that sucks here, in my opinion, is the vulnerability. And
Hmm.
every time either a man or woman wants to be vulnerable, it
It's
get
taken as a weakness.
everything. Yeah, so
that's
it
why we
felt
don't
like
talk about
being
shit.
here. It's kind of crazy because it's like being here. You're raised with so much tough skin. It's hard for you to really actually want to give yourself fully because like just like how Gabby said, like how small the city is, but it's hard to just fully give yourself away and say like, you know what, I'm actually okay with giving this woman my heart or such and such, but because
And
you're the
yeah,
raising so
like
much tough skin, it's hard to.
But like the same thing, like me and you, Dex, we grew up together, bro. We like looking at us, we weren't really talkative behind like any of this because one, we wasn't in cliques. Two, we damn near knew everything outside of we knew everything inside of groups, and we was outside of this shit. That's why like so I guess so like when it comes
Because we
to
stayed in our own lane. We stayed in our own lane.
but
That's
like
that's
and that shit to me is like that shit to me is like I don't. That's why, like, when I see people in a certain group settings, like, I don't really want to be a part of that shit. Like I don't got time for that. That was with me in football. That was with me in football. Me and anything like as far as like classes, student. Like I hate that shit because like all that's gonna do is create like
Uh.
bullshit. It's gonna
So
create more
honestly, y'all
problems.
had it pretty lucky. Y'all had like a solid group because like I'm from the south side of Chicago too. Still live here. I'm still in the hood. But me growing up being in the hood, like being 13 and walking around the hood and meeting people and stuff like that, like niggas was definitely in the streets, gang banging, and a lot of the people that I know in the hood, them niggas dead or legit in jail, and a lot of them are dead. So for y'all to be like, you know, we had a solid group and you know we was encouraging each other, it's a little different for y'all. Now I get
And
it,
you know
like,
the,
damn. Cause like
and you know
every
the,
black male don't have that. You got niggas out here like, oh nah, you don't want to be real to your girl. You know, you want to go chase hoes. You know, that ain't what you really want. You gonna sit in the crib and blah blah blah, be a man. Like
And the
nah,
thing
like
is, them niggas in the relationship, bro. It always confused me. My homies in these so-called happy ass relationships telling me be a bachelor. These niggas like the same age as me. They got
even older
kids.
niggas is way older than you still doing that shit.
Yes, they're
yeah.
saying all the niggas doing that shit. It's
But
me.
if you doing it healthily, I don't find that being a problem. You being honest about it, like, yo, I want to be a bachelor. I'm still being respectful with women, and I'm letting them know, you know, being respectful with it. That's cool. But if you out here just being just ruthless, disrespectful, then it become a problem. Like, you don't got to do that, dog. Like, for real.
Not this one. I just stay to myself, nigga. I feel like a lot of these females looking for a bag. Just approach me about whatever you gotta say. Just wait.
Well, Dave, I feel like this Gabby does have a valid point because wait, Gabby, yeah, we did, yeah, we went to elementary together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, weekends. What was that? Was that weekend? Sometimes it was a rare occurrence. Friday, Friday. Yeah, it'll be some weekends. I'll be hanging out with Dave like for like the whole entire week, and
Oh
we'll
yeah,
be having like a little kickback. So after I'm leaving Jackson, you know, I'm headed to his crib most of the time. So.
yeah.
Other than that, it was like every single weekend we just basically kicked it. Just as long as we asked our parents and shit, we was pretty much cool after that. So,
Most
but
definitely.
other than that, especially the trenches that we was at, Gabby, you'll be surprised at how many of us actually made it without kids, and how many of us actually do have kids. Cause
And
that
Man,
honestly, a
stuff.
lot of us are still alive, for real.
I know motherfuckers with 3 kids and they fucking 22, bro. It
And I
is
feel like that's honestly a problem that comes down to self awareness. I always say that. Niggas don't want to wake themselves up and actually go after what's better for them, and that's what's actually out there waiting for them
that's my
for
cousin.
themselves. They don't know what it look like. They don't know how to
Jay,
go about it, and it's fearful. So
my cousin in here, man. My boy Jacob in here.
What's going on, Jacob? Man, you gotta hit a brother up, man.
That's my that's my cousin. So it's like with what we had, and the thing is we had real God fearing parents, strict parents. It's like nigga, you either get with this shit or you get the fuck out the house. So it's it's they and at times like I was on them about that, but I'm grateful for what they installed in me because they put me they put me in a space to where like I can be my best self. I chose it, but a lot of times I was in my own way because I chose the harder route because in the back of my mind, I never liked things easy. I never in my life like things easy. I feel like when you aim low, when you take, when you aim low, you have low end results. But when you aim high, you have high end results. But you don't. But no one talks about like that.
of course not.
No one talks about like that because like we fed the crumbs. We fed the crumbs off of like anything. Like whether it's just working a low end job, working in certain places. If you keep doing the low end strategy, that's why I went to MP because I knew MP. I knew MP. I didn't want to go to it was between urban prep and MP. I said
And I can imagine you wearing that suit every day. I
I mean,
can't
I
imagine.
like the thing is I love wearing suits now. I want that whole. I love wearing suits now because like how I changed my body. But MP is like MP was like
Oh, man, that was Star City next to my school. You know that.
nigga. That shit
Harlem,
was
we had
ruckus.
man, look, Harlem, we had all the little
You went to
just
Harlem?
no
Oh,
Harlan on 95th
Went to
right
Harlem.
off the
okay. What the fuck?
Like MP, bro. MP was a madhouse, bro. Madhouse, bro.
and I
Different,
know.
bro. It was
My
different, and
school was
like
always fighting your school, or we was fighting Julian.
bro,
It'll be a rare occurrence that we had that we'll have what's that school on 101st? It started with a C.
see,
Uh yeah, it started with a C. Corliss. It'll be a rare
Corley.
occasion the
Corliss.
Corliss to be up there.
Like 30.
It was a mad fucking house, dog. And it's like this shit was. It was like a different type of environment, bro. Everybody from MP, because of football, basketball wasn't even getting that. Basketball was just getting that popular with Nick. It was different. Everybody was, but everybody was so in tune because everybody thought they was a fucking celebrity at that bitch.
I
It's
mean,
like,
of course. Of course, when you playing Simeon, the top program in a freaking city and state half the time, of course you're gonna have dudes up there thinking that they above they. So
but
Childish.
that's
anytime
what
that Simeon step in the building, you
Oh,
already
yeah,
know
for
what it
sure.
is.
Simeon,
Childish
You
niggas.
man,
know what
man,
it is.
my whole thing with this shit is like, nah, but that was the problem with us. Like niggas was so undisciplined. Yeah, we made city playoffs, but I didn't talk to Spurlock. Spurlock, he was supposed to be my head coach outside like the coaches that came and went. But Spurlock, him being like a high school football coach, he taught us discipline. He taught everybody on that team discipline, and that was the biggest problem with every single one of us.
I
Discipline,
agree. It's a
even
problem with
myself.
everybody naturally now.
When you lack discipline in certain and I had to learn that, and even now I'm learning that, and I'm getting better at it. You have to be this.
I agree.
I
I
was
agree.
so
What
addicted.
do you agree? Like,
I
for real.
was
Even as a female, I agree.
I was so addicted to like the end result, but I wasn't disciplined unless somebody put me into the position to, or not put me into the position to be different, or just constantly on me to be disciplined. I was never disciplined on myself. And I had going into college, even college coaches, they said that was my problem too. I was good as an athlete, made plays, did my shit, but still I lacked discipline.
Most definitely.
That's why, like with this shit, I go my hardest behind shit that's going to put me into the best position for me, so where I can have what I want in life.
Most
I
definitely.
don't, and like I have to stay disciplined behind this. And at times, this shit is frustrating.
Oh,
At
hell
times, I
yeah.
get angry.
Most
At
definitely.
times, I get motherfucking mad.
Of course.
But if I keep going this route, I told Dex, you keep going this route, you don't know where you're gonna be.
For real.
Hey, it took a little push from First Lady for me to get to where I was at. Because other than that, I wasn't doing this shit last year. I mean, well, technically I was, but I was in the background supporting my family. But when
Mm-hmm.
they told me, like, man, you should do it, and I was like, I wasn't really so. The only thing that sucks for me now, but is the positive. Back then, I wasn't as outgoing as I am now. Like now,
Good.
I'm a freak socialite to the fullest. If you fuck with me, I'm hanging out with you. We doing everything. But
Look,
back then, growing up, hell no. It was
Yeah.
always in the house, video games, pizza night, Mountain Dew and shit, 24/7. That's all that was. But me now looking at how it was last year, headed towards it, something, it'll be closer to a year that I've been doing this. So.
That's
It's
crazy.
not bad. I mean, I like it. It's a new unfound passion for it, but I'm just lacking as far as being the social part. If I was a little more social back in high school, I probably would a little bit had maybe just a tad more clout.
That's a journey. The social
Yeah.
thing is a journey because I wasn't social either. But
it's
like as you start
like
putting yourself out there more, it it gets easier. Like that's not something you're gonna do overnight, most
It's
definitely.
like right now I'm more social. Like with me, it's like when I took my I knew like it was different for me because like when I shut off when I'm seeing certain people like in the neighborhood, whether it be Hyde Park or seeing somebody from high school, I change, bro. When I tell you I changed my body, these people still know me. I ain't talked to these people in years. Somehow they still know who I am, bro. I was quiet, bro. I ain't talk a lot. I really was to myself. But in the beginning, when I was like me and he was young in the church, I talked a lot. Like, but I started to go back on mute because what I wasn't saying was being heard, but wasn't being
Of course.
listened to.
And then plus you had too many girlfriends back then.
Well, I ain't had shit.
Hey.
I ain't had
Yeah.
shit, bro. Everybody.
Hey,
I
Gabby, he was
thought
playing
that
in church, though.
everybody. No,
He
no, no
and,
bullshit.
and,
Everybody was
and
scared.
he was playing in church when once they found out that he had a voice and he was tall. Oh, that's all that they needed to know.
No, they know I didn't talk like my whole shit was like I didn't talk to nobody because personal shit was going on at home. My appearance wasn't how it is now. I couldn't go from bummy to looking different in a matter of seconds to like how I used to. Like not like now I can, but back then I couldn't because everybody was so influenced with
You
bodies.
telling both our families combined was shit. Both our families combined was just heartthrobs around there. I mean, shit, we couldn't get away with nothing at that church. You know that.
Because
As big as my
I
family and
couldn't
your
say
family
shit.
is. Yeah.
Like even now I can't say. The thing is, bro, even now I can't like people who know me personally. When I say shit, they feel like I cool. Oh, that's just him. Like even the women that I see in real life, they don't. If I see you in real life, they gonna go off how I was, bro. I didn't. You don't know how much like I was different. I didn't like seeing like
Of
motherfuckers
course.
fight.
So
But
like you said, you different. You see somebody from your past that you see now. They have to
right,
be willing to be like, all right, I knew this nigga back then. Let me see who the fuck he is now because it's not the same nigga. I mean, yeah, you
absolutely.